All right, you guys, welcome back to my channel, Amelia Talks. So in regards to contacting vendors for some products that you are looking to purchase for your small business, the first thing you need to do is download the Alibaba app. Once you download it, create your username and your password. You can go ahead and log in. Once you get logged in the top search bar, you can click on anything that you want. For example, a product. I will be going over some of the products that I purchased and what not to look for. So when I was thinking about crotch charms, of course, I went in and instead of typing in crotch charms, I typed in customize crotch charms. And the reason why I typed in customize crotch charms is because I wanted to reach a vendor that can actually customize crotch charms. Because if you just put in crotch charms, there are going to be a lot of crotch charms that pull up. So a lot of times you see or you run across Instagram accounts and they have a whole bunch of crotch charms. And so I was trying to be more geared towards my own customized crotch charms in regards to like my logos. So like my shirt says Sneaker Queen, and then I have a new logo as well. So for like example, when I typed in customized crotch charms and I found my vendor was able to customize my crotch charm based off my logo, because when I went into the search bar, that's exactly what I looked for. I looked for customized crotch charms. So what you do once you find the vendor is you send them messages. First of all, the vendors are located in China. So when you do contact them at 8 a.m. in the morning, your time, they will not respond to you until 8 p.m. your time. So if you are at work and you're like, hey, checking your messages on Alibaba and you're trying to see if you have something in your inbox and you don't have anything, do not panic. It is going to be okay. The vendors are located in China and they're like way ahead of us. Some vendors you might find that are on the same time zone, or they'll text you back depending on like if they feel like it, or if they are awake at that time to respond to you in a timely manner. But if they do not, don't worry about it. By the time you lay down at night, because it's 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and you randomly check your Alibaba app, you will see that you have a message and they will respond asking you like, hey, what can I do for you? What do you need? Will this be something that we are already currently selling on our website? Will this be a customized purchase? Do you want to purchase a sample first? How do you want to go about doing it? So I showed you the crotch charms. I told you how to look for certain items. So again, if there's something in particular that you want, like earrings, customized necklaces, customized crotch charms, customized distressed hats, or whatever you want to start your business off with, or whatever products you want to sell, then that's what you need to type in the search box. Because if you type in I wouldn't say something basic, but if you just know that every time you type in something, because even if you don't want to customize those items, there is products that you want for your store and you do not want to customize them, that is totally okay. For example, if you want to start a lip gloss business and you just type in lip gloss tubes, then just type in lip gloss tubes. A whole bunch of lip gloss tubes will pop up that you can purchase. But if you want everything to be customized based off your brand, based off your logo, make sure, depending on what you want to search for, at the end or at the beginning of those words that you're searching for, put customize. Okay, so one thing to look for when you are talking to a vendor is once you send them your logo, ask for a mock-up. If they cannot give you a mock-up, or if they cannot show you or deliver an example or sample to you, then don't fool with them. I wouldn't be bothered, because you don't want to get a vendor that does not want to provide you with a sample, and then you be stuck buying a bulk load of things and they come in at your front door and you don't like them, then you're pretty much out of money unless they decide they want to give you a refund. But 9 times out of 10, the reason why they don't want to give refunds is because the shipping is expensive, because it's coming from China, and they don't want to have to take back something that you've been communicating with them back and forth about, that you approved and you decided to say, hey, yes, I want to go ahead and purchase these items. So in regards to my crotch charms, I requested a sample. I requested a mock-up. So the vendor was able to show me a mock-up, basically an image or an outline of what I wanted to get done. So the mock-up is basically a picture, and they're going to show you what it looks like drawn up. And then if you want to request a sample, you can request a sample. The sample will come to your house and it will look like this. Now, if you like it and you decide that you want to purchase it, then you will be able to have a bulk load of items that you choose to purchase. Okay, so one thing that I will say is make sure you get a sample. Make sure you get a sample no matter what you get, no matter what you purchase, because I failed to get a sample, and I will show you guys what happened when I failed to get a sample, and I was so disappointed. I was upset with myself because I was just like, I know better. I don't know if I was just being impatient, if I just trusted the vendor because we had been communicating back and forth. Because when you communicate with vendors, they are very nice to you. They want to sell products. They want to get paid. And if you think about it, every time you go into a store and you're picking up an item, whether it be jewelry, whether it be shirts or whatever, it's coming from China. Now, depending on the store, the only thing that the store is doing is removing the tag that says made in China, because everything is basically coming from China. So if you're purchasing things from the store, you might as well start your own business and have everything shipped from China based off your brand and you wanting to be an entrepreneur or a small business owner. Okay, I also was able to get distressed hats. I asked for a sample. The sample came in. I loved it. And I was like, okay, it's time for me to buy bulk item distressed hats. Okay, now one of the bad experiences that I had, which you guys need to look out for, is usually when a vendor sends you something, they all have it nice and wrapped, and you know, it comes in plastic. Is very like, I love Alibaba because I just never knew about Alibaba until I decided that I wanted to go into business. But I had a really bad experience with them, and that's why I say always make sure you get samples. So I wanted to do a Lots and Kits slide because I had did some other slides, and it was more so like the Yeezy slides. And look, y'all, I was so disappointed. When I got these slides, I was just like, okay, this is the Yeezy slide. If Yeezy can do it, if Kanye West can do it, then I can do it. I got my sneaker queen, my sneaker kings, my Lots and Kits, my sneaker harlot. So I was just like, okay, let me try some slides and put a logo on it and see what it looks like, without even thinking about a sample, because I seen the mock-up, and the mock-up was like bomb.com. When I ordered it, I didn't order a bulk load of slides. I only ordered like 4 pair with different logos on them so I could see how they look. And the slides that I ordered like this were very disappointing. Very disappointing. I was just like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Never again will I not go without ordering a sample. So make sure whatever you are trying to purchase, even if it is not a customized item, make sure you order a sample. For example, again, eyelashes or lip gloss. If you don't want to get your lip gloss tubes customized, or if you are in the business of selling eyelashes, you know, Alibaba has a whole lot or tons of eyelashes. I'm not really sure about eyelashes and like the different styles, or like the mink or whatever you call them, or, you know, because some eyelash businesses have like different days of the week that the lashes are called. But you would think that, you know, hey, how bad can someone mess up on me purchasing a bulk load or purchasing some lashes? Trust and believe me, you do not want to go through the headache and the pain that I had to suffer, that I had to endure. And that's why I'm making this video, because just purchase a sample. Even though it's eyelashes and you're like, well, a vendor cannot mess up eyelashes. Yes, they can. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So just purchase the sample so you know that when you decide to purchase the bulk order or purchase more than one, that you know what you're getting. Okay, so that's what to look for in regards to your products that you are purchasing from Alibaba. Make sure you just order a sample. Another thing to look for when you are purchasing or ordering from Alibaba is if the vendor is giving you an attitude because you're asking for multiple mock-ups. For example, for me, I'll use me as an example. I wanted to do some workout sets, and I wanted a mock-up of my workout set. And so the vendor gave me a workout set, and then I said, hey, can I get this color? So then he did another mock-up with a different color. Then I said, well, hey, do you have these colors? Like, I was just like, okay, because in the future, even though I want black for right now, how will my logo look on white? How will my logo look on purple? You know, some women like to rock pink workout sets. How will my logo look on pink workout sets? So I basically asked him to do a mock-up of like 10 different colors. I did leggings, I did the shorts, I did bras, I did the workout jackets. I had him doing mock-ups for every single product that I seen on his website that was able to be customized, that I could purchase in bulk. And true enough, and this vendor had eventually the vendor had an attitude, and I was just like, you know what, I can understand why he has an attitude, but this is what I want. This is my money that I'm paying for. On top of that, when you purchase bulk orders, depending on if they are workout sets, depending on if they're jogger sets or hoodies, the shipping rate will run you between $50 to $300 depending on the item. So for example, if I'm ordering jogger sets, the shipping for those jogging sets, because the MOQ, minimum order required, is 50 sets. I'm sorry, I'm spitting 50 sets. So if I'm ordering 50 sets, just think about how big that box is and how much it's going to weigh. The shipping is going to be $300 because it is coming from China. Okay. So I was just like, why do you have an attitude about something that I am paying for? So in that situation, I just went and found another vendor that was able to give me everything that I asked for. He was patient. He didn't have an attitude. He changed the mock-up. He sent every color, and he was just like, okay, Miss Fullwood or Miss Amelia Talks, I have you. This is what we can do. This is what we can't do. You can only purchase this many sizes. We don't have small in this, but we do have 2X in this. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. So if you are dealing with a rude or disrespectful vendor who feels aggravated or annoyed, or they don't feel like helping you to the full extent, then just move on. Go to another vendor. They might be having a bad day. They might be having a bad life. They might not want to be at that job. Who knows? I mean, because we all have moments when we are, upset, having a bad day, and we have attitudes. But at that point, I just choose not to deal with you. So if you are willing to deal with a vendor that is giving you an attitude based off what you want, then by all means, kudos to you. But I am not doing it. I don't have the time. I've spent a lot of time and energy on investing in my business, and I'm just like, you know what? I can't do it. Okay. And also, when you are purchasing products from Alibaba, being that those products are coming from China, just be mindful of the shipping costs. Usually the vendors are trying to get you to use DHL or FedEx, but you can use USPS. So with DHL and FedEx, you will receive a tracking number, and you will end up getting your products between 6 to 14 business days. But if you use USPS, it will take between 15 to 30 days. And depending on if you have a photo shoot, depending on if you have a launch or whatever, and you know the time frame on when you want those items to be at your house or at your business so you can start selling, then just keep that in mind, that the reason why some shipping fees cost a lot is because the difference in days and how long it will take, like the turnaround time frame to where it will actually get to your house, is different. So that's why the difference in cost fluctuates, because if you have, again, I'll use this as an example, 50 jogger sets, and you want those jogger sets to get here within 5 or 6 days, you paying $300. But if you don't mind the jogger sets coming here, because you're prepping for your winter merchandise or whatever, then it's okay to get the shipping, at 30 days, because instead of it being $300, it might be $100. And instead of you getting those sets within 7 to 14 days or 7 to 15 days, then just know that you'll end up getting those items within 30 days, but the expense of the shipping cost will be cheaper. So it's basically a personal preference, and I would just say plan accordingly based off how you are trying to launch and promote your products, especially if you have a photo shoot. Okay. But that was pretty much it in regards to Alibaba. What to look for. Don't go with the first vendor that you see. Don't be so quick to allow a vendor to basically sucker you into purchasing an item from them, because depending on how you talk to vendors or certain vendors, I wouldn't say they're competing with each other, but they have a business to run. So if it's two or three vendors that are selling the same items, because you have so many companies over in China making jewelry, everything that you can think of. They even are selling I wouldn't say fake shoes, I don't know, but they even because when I typed in Yeezy slides, the Yeezy slides came up. So I was just like, oh my goodness, they selling these slides, and you can customize these slides. And it just depends on the vendors. It's another vendor that's selling the same exact slide they can customize as well. So I would say don't go with the first vendor. Do your research, be patient, and don't talk to a vendor that is not willing to give you every mock-up that you choose. And then be considerate. And last but not least, be considerate in regards to how fast and how soon you want your products to arrive, because it all depends on you. It's a personal preference. If you have a photo shoot, if you have a pre-order sale, or not pre-order sale, but if you're trying to pre-order customers to buy your merch, and then you tell them on your website, okay, if you pre-order today, the orders will get here within 2 weeks, but in reality the orders won't be here until 30 days because you fail to pay the difference in cost for the items to get there, then just keep that in mind. But I think I covered pretty much it in regards to what to look for on Alibaba. Of course, you have to use a debit card or a credit card, or PayPal. There's different paying options on there. It's a personal preference, but it's not like you can't trust a company to have your debit card or credit card information. It's the same way everywhere you go. If you go to the mall, or if you are buying something on Instagram from a vendor or a small business, it's going to be the same. So I wouldn't say not trust Alibaba. I mean, they're a company, they promote, they make products. A lot of the products that they make are coming from people like us who are business owners, who are entrepreneurs. So if you are interested in starting your own business, then Alibaba is the place for you. But this concludes today's video, you guys. Until next time, this is Amelia Talks. Let's talk about it. Peace.